Hi, I'm Soleil, and today we are going on a DVD and a CD hunt. I haven't shared one of these with you guys for quite some time. I literally just realized the other day that it has been a hot minute and my collection has grown just a little bit over the last couple of years. I think it's literally been maybe 2 or 3 years since I shared a hunt with you. And I have done a few since then, but honestly, I haven't hunted that much. My most recent hunt, I'm actually sharing as a separate video because I specifically rented a car to drop off some used books and some DVDs that I accidentally had some double copies of at one of my favorite used book and DVD shops, and I picked up a couple DVDs there. So you can check out that video separately if you want to see what I got, books, DVDs, everything. But another exciting development is that I finally got the RCA to HDMI converter, which if you don't know, no worries, that is the converter to play VCR tapes on a more modern television, because basically the inputs aren't the same. They don't match up. They don't make the same inputs for my television as they did for the VCR. You know, just a slight like 50 something year age difference. But I finally got the converter, which if you're curious, don't mind all the deceased Funkos back there. This is the converter. So you basically put in the VCR inputs, put it into the HDMI, and there we go. Because see, it's not the same. It's not the same. Trust me, I tried. So anyways, I got one of those. It took me a while to track one down. And now she works like a charm. I only have a couple VCR tapes right now. I have the Indiana Jones collection, which is my pride and joy, and then Sleepless in Seattle and When Harry Met Sally. And I started watching Sleepless in Seattle on my VCR last night. So anyways, we are going to go hunt at one of my favorite Goodwills. It used to have a really great DVD and CD section, which I'm also hunting for CDs today because I recently finally tracked down a charger for my iPod. And she works like a charm. This baddie is almost 20 years old. I purchased her myself with my own money in, I think it was 2007 in Singapore. And she still works great. I updated it with a couple new songs that I've had since the last time I was using it, and then also managed to download some of my audiobooks on here. So these aren't my current ones. I'm currently reading the Dungeon Anarchist's Cookbook, which is the 3rd book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. And I have been specifically wanting to reread Black Sun so that I can read the 2nd and the 3rd book in the series because it's been too long since I read that first one. Then also reread the 5th season so I continue that series as well. I've never actually read The Martian. And Swiss Family Robinson is my comfort audiobook when I can't sleep. So that is always on there, has always, and will always be on there. So anyways, that is her. I added a couple new songs on here. So I think I have like 200 something. There's a lot of classics. Look at that Bruno Mars. A lot of classics, but then also added some new ones on here. Like for instance, My Gal Lola. And then also some Lord Huron, Manskin, a lot of good stuff. So anyways, we're gonna go to the Goodwill first. Call it the Great Goodwill because there is the Good Goodwill and the Great Goodwill, and then the others in the area. So going to go there first, depending on how that goes. I might also go to CD Cellar. Cellar as in like a basement, because they are an awesome indie CD and DVD shop in the DMV area, which is the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I love them, and they're by really cute cafes. So I'm all stocked up. I've got my iPod and headphones, and then also bringing along my current knitting project, which looks kind of like a mess right now, but it's okay. My current knitting project, it's a really cute top. It's a tank top. I'll show you for a second. it'll look like that. And if you want to know more about my knitting and crochet works in progress, or ones I've recently finished, I actually just filmed a video on that, which I believe I shared right before this one. So you can check that out. I talk all about my journey, what I've been working on, what my next projects are, and specifically like just a couple tips for if you're interested in starting out. So I'm planning on sharing more on that soon, but I need to actually get going because I need to catch the bus. So let's go.
When I look out the window, I only see my reflection. No memory crescendo, no past year possession. Where did all of our time go?
Okay, so as you saw, the great Goodwill, or the good Goodwill, is no more. It used to have like a whole basement where half of it was filled with DVDs, CDs, books, and vinyls, and now it is one measly little shelf on the top floor. So, change of plan. I'm going to CD Cellar and I'm going to bike with Capital City Bike Share because it's faster than taking a bus, and I'm on a budget, so no Ubers. So let's go on an adventure.
Each wrong passing below, I've already forgotten. How did I love you the first time that we realized?
I did it. It took me like 30 minutes. It was 3.5 miles. And renting the bike cost me like $6. So like, all things considered, a little bit cheaper than an Uber. It was fun though, it was a very beautiful ride, but I haven't biked for that long in quite some time. Most of my bike rides are shorter since like the last fall, since the fall. Oh my God, I almost died. Everything's fine. Anyways, I made it. I'm now like a 5-minute walk away from the CD Cellar. And then after that, maybe before that, I'm gonna get a coffee. Because I deserve it. And there's a chance I got sunburned. But I put on more sunscreen. So even though I look very pink right now, it's fine. Oh my God. But I haven't been to this part of town in a while. So I'm very excited. Because I love the little main street of Falls Church, Virginia. So cute. Some of my favorite shops are here. So it'll be nice. God, my butt is definitely covered in sweat. I might have a giant sweat mark on my butt right now, and I don't care. Let them judge me, I don't care.
All of the canyons in my mind were suddenly crossed upon your bridges. How did I used to hold you before you knew that you needed it?
This is my absolute favorite store, Doodle Hopper for kids. It's just a bunch of kids' toys and board games and Legos. I love Doodle Hopper. Okay, this is my other favorite store, Antique Annex, but it doesn't open until 12, so I'm gonna have to come back. Okay, so now that we have re-energized and rehydrated, I'm gonna go to CD Cellar and then come back for Antique Annex. If you're ever in Falls Church, Clay Cafe Studios is a fun little paint your own pottery place.
If everything always feels good, what if nothing is? I'm trying to find my way back to where we started. My tired mind holds no mass of the past. If you are the one.
Okay, so that was very successful. Oh my God, I love CD Cellar. So I got a couple CDs, I got a couple DVDs, and at first I didn't think they had any DVDs. I saw on the website a while back that they did, but then when I went in, I couldn't find any, and then I found a secret room. It wasn't that secret. There was like literally just like, it wasn't even a door. It was an archway that led into a second room that had all of the DVDs and some more CDs, because at first I thought they didn't have any soundtracks, but they did. It was just in the second room. So I was so excited. I got some really good finds and had to make some tough choices because some of the DVDs I was interested in, but were just a little bit at too high of a price point, and I know I can get them cheaper somewhere else, and the hunt will continue for those. But I got some ones I've been looking for a while, so very excited. Okay, now I'm just gonna pop in real quick. Hang on, we're gonna cross the street and make sure we don't get run over first. Yeehaw! Yippee-ki-yay! Okay, so I'm gonna pop in to Antique Annex just to look around. I have definitely spent more than I should have for today's budget, but sometimes the used DVD or CD hunt pushes you one way. And I did make some choices to eliminate a couple to reduce the cost, but we're just gonna have a little peek in there in Antique Annex because it's been a hot minute since I've been in there. I love to support them, so I might just get a little something something. They have a lot of really old like postcards and photos and stamps. And I think it's also really fun for like journaling stuff. So that could be cool. Okay.
The headache you part with, leaving us blind while we ever poured the glass.
Okay, so I'm back and we have a haul to do. I'm so excited. Okay, let's start off with the DVDs and then the CDs. So I got 9 DVDs. Let's go through them. First of all, I got the Blu-ray of Bad Moms. I love Bad Moms. I think it's so funny. Then I have the first season of Vikings, which is so exciting and perfect timing because I think my friend Claudia was just talking about how this is only available on maybe Stars or a different streaming service, and she would have to pay for a month subscription in order to watch it. So maybe I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So if that's the case, then she can borrow my copy of the first season and my external DVD player, and she can watch it without having to pay for it. So very exciting. Then I got all of the Daniel Craig Bond movies. Well, technically not all, because this doesn't include, oh my god, what's the last one called? Not The End of Time. Time to Die? Or is that a different one? That's just, I know that that's definitely a, I think it's Time to Die. Maybe? I don't know. Oh no, that's my banana bread timer. Either way, this has Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre, which is very exciting. I think I have Quantum of Solace, but I didn't have any of the other ones. I was specifically looking for Casino Royale because I love Casino Royale, and this has all of them in there. I've been working on collecting all of the Bond movies, but it is a slow process. And we have Wall-E. I love Wall-E and very excited to be able to watch it without needing a subscription to anything. Then we have Silver Linings Playbook. I absolutely love this movie. Very happy to have a copy of it. I now have Before Midnight, which is the third in the kind of Before series. We have Before Sunrise. I think the other one's Before Sunset. And this is the third one. So I'm only missing the second one right now. And then these last 3 are ones that I've never seen that I really would love to watch, and I figured this was the perfect opportunity. So we have A River Runs Through It. This is a Robert Redford film and features Brad Pitt. So looks exciting. Can't wait to watch it. I also have Prometheus from Ridley Scott. I have not seen this. I can't remember if this one was the really good one or the really bad one, but I wanted to watch it. So this was a perfect chance. And then last of all, I have Ophelia, which is with Daisy Ridley, Naomi Watts, and Clive Owen. And I don't think I've ever heard of this, which could be really good or really bad. So that's exciting. Those are all the DVDs. Now let's chat CDs. Oh, I got some really fun ones. And right after this, I'm going to burn them onto my laptop so that I can transfer them also to my iPod, which is exciting. So first I have the Ramones, Hey Ho, Let's Go Greatest Hits. Then Dire Straits, On Every Street. Matchbox 20, More Than You Think You Are. Then I have One of Us, A Social Club. I don't know which album this is. It's like their most well-known one, which is very exciting. Then 2 Cranberries CDs. Cranberries, No Need to Argue. The Cranberries, Everybody Else Is Doing It, So Why Can't We? And Franz Ferdinand. I don't remember which album this is. I think it's just the Franz Ferdinand, like, what is it called when they name an album after their self? I don't remember, but it's that one. So that's what I found on my DVD and CD hunt. We had a bit of a chaotic beginning, but I'm so excited. I found some real gems, and especially found them at a used DVD and CD store, and could support a small business, and could make sure that physical media stays alive and is preserved. Let me know if you enjoy these DVD and CD hunts. I used to do them quite a bit, but like I mentioned in the beginning, I haven't done them in a while, mainly because it takes a while to get out there, search around, but it's so much fun. And I love growing my collection and having more physical media, because it is absolutely my dream to have the wall of DVDs as per the holiday. That has always been my dream, and one day it will be achieved. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your recent physical media purchase was and what you're most excited to watch next. See ya. Bye.